And that can be just as effective on this map. And we're all ready to go. It's game time. 2K4 CTF, I'm Connex5. This is the second map of this PUG. We just saw the red team pull out Xios by a lot. I think it was 7-3 was the final score, with the last second cap by Fusion just to cap things off. Red was doing a lot of cherry picking. I would expect to see them do the same thing this map. Grendelkeep being one of those maps where you can kind of play it either way. You can run 3 people into the flag room at once and run them and cover them all the way across the map. Or you can run one at a time, have them get that flag moving, and if you can get past the defenders and get that flag out of position, then you can really keep the defense scrambling. Xios now going to cover this flag all the way into base. Let's see if I can get a camera on him. He's going to be on defense here, hence he grabbed the amp in the base here. He's going to go in return now. He does have the amp, so he's going to be able to instant kill anyone that he hits with that lightning gun. Gets a shot through that shield there. He's going to do a lot of damage to the flag carrier there. Nice little double kill there, and pretty much a single-handed return by Xios. That 50 armor can do a lot of good whenever you let your defense get it, and that's exactly why. That was the difference between a return and a successful flag run. At least getting that flag across the map by Red was Xios able to come in not only amped, but with that 50 armor that let him take one more shot. So now we got Mango grabbing that flag. Piston is straight up, but has Galgore waiting for him, dropping back a little bit to throw some shock at him. Gonna go down. Nobody there to get the pick up. Blue gang returns that one. However, Red with a cherry pick like we saw last game. Fusion running straight up to high mid. I believe the 100 armor was already taken, so that won't be respawning anytime soon, but he will get across the map. His defense is pushing up to cover. They don't keep the flag home. However, it is going to get returned, and he's going to get that cap. So a nice little rebound cap by Red, just again, just using their cherry picking strategy. This map isn't quite as wide and complex as Xios, so it's a little easier to keep track of flag carriers. However, it is a little bit quicker to run across. So while there's not as much confusion to cause amongst the defense, you don't have to cause as much to get across the map, if that makes sense. Even just a couple seconds of the defense not knowing where you're going is enough time to give you a chance to get a couple piston jumps off, and next thing you know, you're all the way back in your base. Let's go check on the 100. I think it just got taken. Nope, there it is right there. You see Art grabbing it, fighting over it. Doesn't take any damage off of it, though, so let's go ahead and get a camera on him. He's probably going to be waiting for that 50 armor. He's actually going to go ahead and, I guess, try to cut off the flag carrier. Oh, no, there he goes. He's going back into red base now. Probably going to wait for a teammate to distract so that he can grab with as much health and armor as possible. Amps won't be spawning anytime soon, so he's going to wait and drop down straight on the flag, not even look at the defense, just try to let them get distracted by his offense. It's exactly what he does. He's going to run out, lightning gun, piston all the way across to flag. He's going to get to his shock up here. Defense chasing behind him. He's throwing some combos back there. Runs right into the flag carrier, though. However, there was a nice little pickup by Bbanks, snuck in there, but he was surrounded by Reds. Blue now is going to need to get ahead of this flag carrier. Oh, there you go, with Xios with a nice little cutoff kill. Fusion, as we expect, waiting for that cherry pick, and go straight up to the lightning gun. What he's doing here, he didn't just cherry pick, he cherry picked, noted which direction his flag carrier went, and went the exact opposite way, because he knew the entire other team would be on the other side of the map, because they just fought over their last flag runner. Bbanks there, aka who's actually Perfection, missing that pickup, not able to sneak that one out, or he would have been able to get back into his own base with it. Mango waiting on that cherry pick, though. Looks like blue base is clear. The downside about cherry picking this much in this map is that it's a little harder to get to the flag untouched. That is, most people will have 2 defenders in the actual flag room on this map, whereas in Xios you typically have 1, which means you've got twice the guns shooting at you when you're trying to get to that flag, so you're rarely going to grab with full health. That said, Red now all grouped up trying to get across mid, and that's not working out, so really I think their cherry picking strategy is going to be their best bet. It certainly worked last map, so don't blame them for trying it on this one. Looks like we're seeing Xios and Galgore on defense now, so it looks like they made a little bit of a switch on the blue team to see how that works out. Fusion's going to piston back into his own base. Going to get minigun down. It's a smart move. When you see a flag carrier pistoning, you know he's taking some damage. If you can grab that minigun, or excuse me, get that minigun on him, you know you can take him down a little bit quicker. So Bbanks now which is actually perfection. Defending with amp. Let's see what kind of pain he can inflict on the blue offense here. Here we go. Arc coming in with blue's amp. So I actually like this move by blue. If they're doing this on purpose, they're letting the blue offense take their amps. And given that the red team has been doing a lot of cherry picking, I like that move because it's not like they're getting into any long protracted fights. It's not like they're having 3 red drop on top of them and that double damage is going to make a big difference. Blue's going to be doing most of their defensive battles in mid, trying to cut off the flag carriers like we see right there. So that amp is probably going to serve them better on offense, giving it to a flag runner or more ideally a cover guy who can help push them across that map. See Arc taking damage and killing himself with a piston, but Mintek there for the pickup. He's going to stroll right back into his own base, waiting on the flag stand. If this gets returned, it's going to be a cap. Doesn't get returned though. So now they're going to need to hold off here, but there you go. A couple more seconds and it comes back, and you see Perfection, which is actually Bbanks, and Arc doing a good job of keeping that base clear. Literally body blocking red from being able to get that last second emergency grab. And their flag runner took no damage, so good job by the cover there. You want to absorb as much of the defense or as much of the damage as possible. Amp coming in for Xios, so Mango's going to try to get away here. He's pretty much praying for a couple misses, but doesn't happen. Not sure where the other amp went. Maybe he hasn't come up yet. Don't have the timing of that, but let's watch Xios go down. You got 3 red now in blue base, an unusual sight. I wonder if they're all going to group up this time, though, or if they're just going to wait for him to go one direction. Well, right now he's getting across the map. He's taking a lot of damage. Most of the times that Fusion has gotten into his base, though, he has had at least a little bit of armor. Arc now trying to attack the flag carrier with the enemy flag. Not a great idea, but he jumps into the pipe, able to survive just long enough. Oh, but Perfection actually gets a kill here, and Perfection with the pickup, which is actually Bbanks. Nice little pickup, going to piston back into his base. He's going to hope to get some cover soon because Knell's there for the cutoff. Able to get the kill there. He's back in his own base. We have an official flag standoff here. And I believe an amp is going to be spawning at least in red base soon. Bbanks now the chance to get right back to his flag stand. None of the red team were pushed up far enough to get that grab at the last second. I'm not sure if they all drop back on cover or what. As Bbanks able to go from a last second sort of emergency clutch pickup to strolling all the way back into his own base there. Now you see Mango pistoning all the way across his map. Caught the blue team out of position. They have no idea where he is, and he's all the way back to his stand. He's going to cap here. And there you see the payoff of this strategy of constantly keeping that flag moving. So all it takes is a couple seconds of miscommunication by the other team's defense, and all of a sudden you can be across the map in a hurry. Let's go check out Galgore defending. He was attacking last game. He's got Fusion on him with Amp, able to take him out. Mango now going to get taken down. Going in one at a time, like I was saying, with 2 guns shooting at you, you're pretty much just hoping to allow the first and second guys to confuse the defense and then catch them out of position, because you pretty much know that 2-on-1 you're going to lose that battle. However, red team right now has been able to survive long enough to get that flag moving, and that's really the key to doing a cherry picking strategy. I couldn't tell if it was a networking glitch or not. It looked like the amp came up and Xios may have grabbed that, but then he got taken out quickly by Fusion, I believe. And see Galgore with a nice little last second translocator toss to get up that ramp. Mango though had a little bit of armor, down to 60 health, no armor left. He's going to run up to 100. Xios already able to cut him off. He's going to throw some combos out. Both guys are pretty much hoping to get some help here. As you see Mango Crater jumping out of shock. Pick up by Bbanks, which is actually perfection. Arc now going to jump past there. Didn't get very far, but he was able to get that pickup. And perhaps more importantly in that case, Mintek now going to run solo. Not really seeing any cover coming for him. He may actually be telling his team to cherry pick, but it doesn't look like red team saw him. They were all out of position from that last fight over the last flag. So he's going to stroll into his base. He's got 50 armor now. He's going to run right to his flag stand, going coast to coast, untouched by was Mintek. So blue team giving red team a little bit of their own medicine there, able to catch him off guard, and the defense not seeing where he went. It wasn't a particularly sneaky run there. He just ran coast to coast without being spotted, without being touched. A little ninja flag run there. So now we're at 4-2, just about the halfway point of this map. And I'll let you take a look at some of the scores there. See, headshot right on the 100 armor there. We give a look at Knell now. See what he's seeing. I haven't watched any of the defense on Red's side yet. I believe Blue's been playing kind of like they did last map, where you're going to see them coming in as a coordinated group. Because of that, you're also seeing Red dropping 2 back on the flag stand. Because you're pretty much fighting 3-on-2 team deathmatch, and then you're hoping that the third person can, that you can either kill the 2 and then survive to kill the... Oh, a nice little mid-air headshot by Knell. Gets the killing spree off of that one. But yeah, let's just say Red D playing a little more traditionally because Blue offense is playing more traditionally. Knell pushing all the way up. Guessing Perfection. Well, Knell and Perfection pushing up. Trying to cover that 100. However, they left their amp wide open. Doesn't hurt them this time, but Blue might want to take note of that. See Mintek going down. Knell relatively close to a rampage. I think his amp is still active. It is. So he's going to push all the way up to mid. Look back at Arc. It looks like he's trying to cover for his flag carrier. When you can one-shot kill the entire map, it's pretty easy to cover. I see Red Team running right up and just not able to get anywhere close to this flag with this amped LG coming in by Knell. So a one-point game now with just under half the game to play. Can still go any direction here. I'll tell you what Blue Team really needs to do is start controlling those amps, because if you're allowing someone like Knell to sit back and just play insta-give on the flag stand and do 140 damage a shot, you're not going to get very far. Nice rocket he sent there, able to hit the splash damage off the back of the wall. Didn't do a whole lot of damage though. I see Blue flag moving now. Fusion, gonna wager a guess he was cherry picking, but Xios headshot comes in, and he goes. And there you go. You see Mango cherry picking, going straight across flag, doing exactly what you want them to do, is run the exact opposite direction of the last flag runner. Hopefully catching the defense out of position. You pretty much get a free walk across the halfway point. Then it's just a matter of whether your cover guys can get up and kill their defense, which probably has about half health, off of that midpoint. Didn't happen there, but that's a solid strategy, and it's exactly what you want to see them do. Red flag taken, going down quickly. Blue flag taken, going down quickly. Let's see. Have we not followed anyone? Have we not followed Mintek? He's on offense now. He's going to be doing a little bit of cover, just deathmatching. So it sounds like Blue's defensive amp's running out. Mintek able to catch up. Wow, looks like Art getting a double kill on the combo there, covering himself across mid. Mintek with the clutch pickup. They got a lot of kills behind him. It's pretty sealed up, getting a double kill on the flag stand, and there you go. 2 points up right now by Blue. A nice little two-man show there as Arc able to get the double kill on high mid, then Mintek able to get a double kill on the flag. Had some nice seals by the defense there, and there was nothing fancy about that flag run. It was just coordination and getting the clutch kills. It always helps when a flag carrier can cover himself. There's a lot of flag carriers that are too afraid to put down the shield, and they'll just run around with the defensive posture the whole game. But I'll tell you what, when you can time that combo, time some rockets out, just at the right moment, you can do a lot of good for yourself. See a lift kill right there, taking him completely off guard. Mintek grabbing, he's got the D all over him though. Fusion gonna grab. Actually, he's gonna go take enemy amp. Doesn't do anything with it, but not only are you denying the D, but now you've got timing on it. If you can consistently grab the enemy defense's amp on this map, you can do a lot of damage. You see Bbanks, the name Perfection, covering himself across the map. He's got that amp. That helps a lot too. So we're seeing a reversal of fortunes here now. Red team is able to move the flag a lot on this map, but they're missing out on the what do you call it? On the cover, getting themselves back into their own base. Unlike where on Anfractuous it's a little easier to get back in your own base. On Grendelkeep, you figure you're going to have to fight to get in those last couple doorways, and Red not able to do that, whereas Blue now has been able to cover. They have been taking their amp on offense, and there was a good move by them, and it's been helping them a lot. I mean, they're up 6-3. You see the points differential, although a lot of that is due to sprees and caps. Doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. I wouldn't say Blue's defense has been playing any worse than they did any better than they did last game. They did switch it up for a little bit, but they have been, so they had Galgore now instead of Mintek on D. It doesn't look like they've been playing any worse individually. I think they've just had a little bit better coordination, cutting off them flag carriers and handling all of these cherry picks that went on. I see Fusion, though, pistoling back to his own base. They're going to get that flag killed on the stand. He's going to jump in there, hope to get these kills. Looks like the flag is still sitting there, and it gets returned on the flag stand. Just a big ball of death that happened right there. Couldn't cover the flag because everyone who grabbed it died instantly. Blue able to get that clutch return. Perfection with who's actually Bbanks. Smart move there. Knows that the red team was entirely in their base, fighting for that that flag right there. Tries to outrun the defense there effectively on a rebound cap. However, red had already sent someone ahead. Not surprising given the fact that they've been very, very aggressive at trying to keep blue flag in their hands. But it was worth a shot. He gets back to his own base. He has 88 health. He's in a flag standoff mode. Looks like this flag not quite returned. He's ready to jump onto the stand when it is. There it goes. Knell, defender, with a nice little last-second grab to try to give his team some more time, but there's no one on red close enough to make it matter. So there you go. 4-cap game with 4 minutes left. Certainly not mathematically over, but we're getting to that point where it's becoming very, very unlikely. Not impossible, but very unlikely. A really good speed run on this map you can cap in, well, Mango now thinks he has the flag. He certainly doesn't. Maybe he's just practicing. So go ahead and watch this one. I mean, if he had blue flag, he'd be I would like to act like I've never done that, but I think everyone's had their moment where you walk just about 2 inches too wide of the flag, you do a nice little flag run, you think, yes, I've got it home free, and then you realize that nobody's chasing you because you didn't actually grab it. So, not sure, couldn't see what happened there, didn't know if a teammate maybe grabbed it a split second before he did, but anyway, a nice little highlight real moment for there. Actually, Mango now grabbing the 100 armor. A good shot to do something with it here. The defense isn't on top of them, although they are in position. He's going to get out flak. Can expect a cutoff here. Some shots coming in from Galgore. He needs some cover to take out some of these defenders right about now. Not going to get very far there. Let's go ahead and cover some defense now in this last 3 minutes. We'll cover Galgore. I don't think we've given him much face time here. But he's done a good job stepping in. Him and Mintek, like we said, switched last map. And they seem to have done a good job. Blue's getting the flag further than last map, and they're holding their flag under control a little better than last map. So looks like they gained on both ends there by swapping roles there. Although, you know, difference in the map will affect things, but you're seeing basically what was a 4-point game one way turning into a 4-point game the other way. I would like to see a third map played here, because clearly these teams fairly even. I mean, if one team can win one map by a handful and then the other map can go the other way by a handful, I'd like to see what maybe a different style of map, maybe something really small or really big. Maybe a November or Chrome where it's really hard to cap. Maybe a bigger, longer map like Orbital or Orbital 2 or Orbital Classic would be interesting to see. What we've seen is two somewhat similar maps. I mean, medium-sized maps where it's easy to get the flag moving but not necessarily easy to cap. I think Virility would be another map along the same vein, so maybe we'll see them both decide to agree to fight it out on the last sort of remaining similar medium-sized map. Certainly Red wanting to cherry pick, I'm sure they would love to play a map like say Bleak, where you can keep that flag moving non-stop, but we'll see if they decide to even play a third map here. See Mango with a nice pickup, going down instantly. Let's see. We're giving Xios some camera time, we'll give him some more camera time. Probably the leading, yeah, definitely the leading scorer in the map. It was last map too. Couple LGs, 3 LGs in a row now on Mango. Killing him from across the map, 4 in a row. Xios has 5 shots in a row he's hit, including 4 LGs. See if he can extend that streak just for the sake of it. Nice prediction combo going on there. I have it on good authority that Xios uses the translocator camera to try to set up some of those combos. I don't know if I'm giving away a little secret there. I won't tell you what he does, but I know that he does it. Anyway, Blue team able to pull another one across. Pretty much garbage time at this point. Let's take a look at the stats. Xios shooting a nice LG percentage there, getting 5 of his own amps. You want your defense to control those amps. Very, very important. 700 armor is coming out for Arc. Let's see. You got Knell on red, only getting 3 of his own double damages. He did get 8 for perfection though, so they've controlled theirs. Both teams really controlled their double damages pretty well. You saw a couple of each side sending their amps on offense, and I think that did make a difference in a lot of cases. 100 armor seem to be spread all over. There's a few different people on red that had a few. In fact, Arc is the only one on blue that looks like took 100. Or oh no, you got Arc is the only one on blue that took any 100 armor. So really, red pretty good control of the 100, but I think they just weren't able to tie it together like they were on Anfractuous.